big deal with 900 orders placed this week. It's one of a kind. Stainless steel that performs like nonstick, but without any coating, no chemicals. It's a unique blend of stainless steel, titanium, and aluminum with little punched out patterns that create pockets of air to lift the food off easily. So you can use the metal utensils. You can do this in an oven, or really even an open flame, up to 932 degrees. You have your choice between the pan and the saucepan, the pan or the pot. They're both the mini, so if you have downsized, if you're just cooking for you and one other person, these are your everyday, always pans. And these are really always because they have a lifetime warranty. You will never have to buy a pan again unless you want the bigger version. And here is what you are seeing, your choices. The 8.5 Always Pan Pro. That's a savings of $35. You're going to get the spatula with that because you can use metal. And then we have the 8.5-inch Perfect Pot Pro with the lid. They both come with the lid. And then this one comes with a silicone spoon. That one you're saving $39 and it's a $26 charge on a credit card. If you wanted to do both, because here is your saucepan, your pastas, your rice, your oatmeal, your mac and cheese, and then this is your everyday, like a couple of eggs, a couple of pancakes, grilled cheese, salmon fillets, burgers. If you wanted to do both, you would be at a $50 charge on a credit card. But this big deal price goes up at the end of the day on Saturday. And you're gonna see everything we're gonna do here and how this is unlike anything else. The only competitor has a coating on it. It's a coating of chemical.
That's
and
right.
we don't have that here.
No, our place is all about keeping, of course.
Look at that. You
toxins,
would never do that.
Never. Oh yeah, let's start with the best one, right? I've got a metal utensil going straight into my pan. Would we ever do that? No. Why can I do that now? Because we're talking about titanium.
Right.
This is absolutely indestructible. Like you said, it can go up to almost 1,000 degrees, but we're getting nonstick. So we had to start with a pizza straight out of the oven to show you that you can cut directly in this. You can cook as high as temperature as you want. I don't know about you, my oven goes to like 550, but you can put this basically on an open flame and it's indestructible. So our place a couple of years ago was like, let's just like shoot for the North Star. Let's create something that doesn't exist. Let's create a pan that's stainless steel, super durable with that titanium, but is non-stick, but absolutely zero coating and lasts a lifetime. And they were like, okay, yeah, right. How are we ever going to come up with this?
Because most non-sticks within 2 or 3 years, you know, they don't
even good quality.
Right, even good quality ones. These have a lifetime guarantee. Did you see those eggs sliding off of there?
They're skating around.
Now you're gonna have to use a little oil. Like it's not, you know, that type of non-stick. I don't really know any non-sticks that work with the eggs so perfectly without a little oil, but the tiniest little bit. I did chicken breast this morning with a little oil and I had to cut them because they were too thick and they got the most perfect browning on the outside and I wanted it all around, so I took the knife to it and I was going to ask you today, was it okay for me to take the knife to it? I cut it all up and it was
right in there.
Perfect.
Well, the whole idea is to create something super durable that you cannot harm, right?
Right.
Some home cooks feel a little bit intimidated with stainless steel, so the founder was like, I want to create a pan that is stainless steel, but gives home cooks the confidence to use it, knowing that it's non-stick, but also knowing that there's zero coating. We call it NoCo because there's no coating.
Right.
So we took our Always pan that you guys know and love, and we made it pro. So this is a tri-ply, fully clad construction with that stainless steel on the outside, aluminum at its core for that great heat conductivity, and titanium in the center. And we mimicked it after the microscopic texture of a leaf, which was on that animation to show the lift, and I'll go into that more. You can use this with any type of metal utensil, of course. You cannot hurt this, but you're getting that magic of non-stick.
Even a knife.
Look at that's gorgeous. So you get this, like, the titanium acts almost like a cast iron, yet lift that pan up. Tell me how that feels.
I know, it's definitely not anywhere near as heavy as cast iron.
No, it's approachable, right?
And look at it moving around. I mean, it's unreal. And minutes to a couple salmon fillets. Like we have the most delicious salmon here.
I mean, it's
the
gorgeous.
Faroe Island, and a lot of you are on auto delivery for that. Pick out a couple of those, defrost them, and then put them in here. A couple minutes later, you have that beautiful sear.
Shiza is all about creating products that home cooks feel successful in the kitchen, right? If you're gonna buy something like scallops, which are expensive, do you want to worry about them sticking to your pan? Absolutely not. Are you watching these lift off? We let them get a little bit brown because I'm watching 6 different pots, but that's okay. You guys are seeing that gorgeous sear, that beautiful crust. Absolutely nothing is sticking. I am using metal. You can use our metal utensil. This is going to come with it today. We've got this great silicone handle and metal spatula. You can use anything. You can even use like an abrasive sponge if you want. You cannot hurt it.
Another good point.
Yes.
You wipe it out. You wipe it
so
clean with
easy.
a damp cloth and you're done.
Or Terry, throw this in the dishwasher.
Yeah,
I
if
had
you
this
need
for 6 months before I even like thought to do that because it says you can. Works beautifully,
But
comes
because you're
out
so
even
used to
better.
not being able to.
I'm so used to being afraid of that. But look at home cooks want to be able to cook things like their favorite family recipe. Maybe you want to splurge and do something like scallops or a beautiful fillet of salmon, or maybe you're like me and you're making fried eggs for your kids in the morning.
Yes.
And I don't have time to have it stick.
Exactly.
But I want to know that I'm safely using a pan that has 0 chemicals, absolutely toxin-free, like all of our cookware is toxin-free, of course. But nothing is on that. I can bring this straight to the grill, heat safe to finish any of these dishes in the oven. And I'm getting
up to 930 degrees.
They are indestructible.
Our today's special value are the medallions, the filet tenderloin medallions, and the tips. Perfect. You get the sear on the outside. It's not too done on the inside. I mean, these are a perfect addition to that. You want to get it though while we have our big deal happening, and you have your choice of. So, a little bit more popular right now is the mini, the 8.5-inch pan, where you get the lid and the spatula. That's a savings of $35 today. It's a charge on a credit card of $24. You will never have to buy one again because there's a lifetime warranty, and this is the lowest price we've found anywhere on something that is one of a kind. Then we have the saucepan, which is called the 8.5-inch Perfect Pot Pro. That comes with the lid, and it comes with the silicone spoon. Price goes up at the end of the day Saturday. If you wanted one of each, and then you would have 2 utensils, that is $50 as an easy payment plan. You get to pay that off over time. And this is the lowest price we found anywhere. Feel free to Google it, schmoogle it. Mother's Day is happening. Father's Day is happening. Is your dad the cook in the house like mine was? We have graduations, people getting married, and this would be the perfect, if you're downsizing, this is perfect for you. I mean, these are the mini, so they're really better for like, you know, three people or less.
That's what I think too.
What is this?
Do you see me trying to pull away this potato creaminess? I want to show you I'm scraping the bottom with a metal utensil. Okay,
and it's just
I know
lifting
I'm making
right
this,
off.
You saw how beautiful that would have been for Easter, but it is lifting off the bottom because of that nonstick technology. So if you guys have our Always pan, we took everything, all of the features you know and love with our Always pan, we just went pro. So we added titanium for durability.
Right.
We kept all those same features, but we took off the ceramic coating to have absolutely 0 coating.
Right.
But we added that constructed nonstick. So we say the nonstick is in the construction, not in the coating. So you're basically going to get this beautiful lift of your food, thank you, every single time. We mimicked that microscopic texture of a plant's surface, which is hydrophobic naturally. It's lifting the water off the leaf and dripping off in real, you know, nature life. Oh, good, we have some animation. Okay, well, this is the tri-ply construction. And we made it non-stick by pressing that lotus effect into the base. So it's a tri-ply, aluminum, stainless steel, and titanium. We use a heat application and a polish technique to put that lotus effect based on the leaf's real hydrophobic tendencies, put it into the pan to make that lift naturally happen without any type of coating. And what that does is 2 things. One, it makes it heat safe up to almost 1,000 degrees.
That's amazing.
So like if you know, are ever around lava, you can bring this. Like throw this on your barbecue, use this on an open flame. But what it secondly does, the coolest thing is it lasts a lifetime, and this comes with a lifetime warranty. How
Okay.
often? I mean, there's no
no
nonstick
lifetime
pan
warranty, right.
that has a coating that lasts forever, right?
There is not.
It doesn't.
one.
It doesn't exist. Okay, I heard that sizzle going. I wanted to get that over. We got
And this big deal
pork
price is going to be over. And then you'll come back here and it will be higher. And you'll be like, oh, I wish I would have gotten it then. You have 30 days to try it out. So cook your favorite items, like your home cooked meals, your grandma's, recipes. And then if you don't end up loving it, you can return it, no questions asked. But I think to be able to get 2 of these for $50, both the saucepan and the pan, is an amazing opportunity for something that you can't get anywhere else. Like, our place is the only brand that does this. There's absolutely zero coating.
We are truly leading this, and we think it's one of the most innovative things in the cookware industry. I've been in the cookware industry for over 15 years, and I will tell you, when I heard about this, I thought, yeah, but does it really work? That's not possible.
Right.
We need some sort of ceramic coating, and I love our Place ceramic coated nonstick
Right.
because we, in all of our products, have no PFAS, no forever chemicals. We are toxin free. But when they said we are making a pan that is titanium, aluminum, and stainless steel, truly tri-ply, only bonded metal, and it is going to be non-stick in its construction, not in coating. I had to believe it with my own eyes, which is why
Right.
it's so fun for QVC with, live television, because I can show you guys, you saw those eggs skating around, but you can still see that beautiful browning on something like chicken, pork chops. We've got burgers. You saw salmon. You saw scallops. It's going to work like a cast iron,
Right.
but there's not the weight. So these
No
pans
weight.
are between 3 and 4 pounds. They're extremely manageable. That 8.5-inch diameter is great for smaller households of 1 to 3. I am a household of 4. I use this the Always pan literally every single day. It lives on my countertop. My kids want grilled cheese sandwiches. They want 1 egg. Okay, well, I'm going to use my 8.5-inch. If you bought this last year in our TSV, which it was wildly popular then,
huge.
this is a great way to complete your set. I love this B-roll because it really shows the versatility. If you're going to flambe mussels at home, you can. If you're going to put this straight into your oven, don't worry about putting it under the broiler. It's impossible to hurt. You can scrape it with metal utensils, and they work so beautifully as a set. So, maybe I don't know about you, but in my house, my son sometimes wants a different meal than my daughter.
Oh,
and
yes.
maybe my husband's working late and I'm going to make him something separately. No big deal. I have both of these on my stovetop. Maybe I'm making ramen for my daughter.
Right.
Making a couple of chicken thighs for my son, and then I'm going to make salmon later.
Right.
It's just, they're such an easy,
easy.
approachable size. And I love the founder, Shiza, so much for her dedication to creating wonderfully non-intimidating and fun pieces to use, because if you are intimidated, you're not going to want to cook, right?
Right.
You want to have pieces that make you feel successful in the kitchen.
Absolutely.
And bring joy.
And that's what nonstick does. Unfortunately, a lot of the nonstick, the majority of it, is a coating that has what they found over time. I mean, I don't think they knew to begin with, otherwise they wouldn't have done it, that there's these chemicals in it. They're called forever chemicals because they never leave the planet.
That's
They
right.
can leach into your food when you're cooking it, especially at very high heats. And so if you need to, and some of us, I've had to do it, completely throw away. Don't give it away, because nobody should be having that stuff leached into their
Good
food.
point. Good point.
Throw away all of the other stuff. Get yourself a set. Now, the Today's Special Value, which was so wildly popular, was a bigger size,
Yep,
right? Do you
yes.
remember what size that was?
That was 10.5 inches. So
Okay.
now we're talking about 8.5, right? So slightly smaller,
Right.
slightly lighter, but everything you know and love about our Always Titanium Pan Pro. Thanks for holding the handle. You're reminding me. We have these Stay Cool handles, so they're hollow. Now, of course, if you put this in your oven, it's going to all get very hot.
Right.
But on a stovetop, this is going to remain cooler. We've got our helper handle, fully clad. Nothing is ever going to rust. There's no edges or rims to get food stuck in.
Right.
It's a beautiful singular piece. Our lids have that gorgeous knob on top. Here, I'll show you here. Beautiful dome shape, so you can fit more in there. It's just really the perfect pot, which is why it's called that, and
Right.
we always pan.
And then in this case, you did boiled a little pasta.
Yep.
You did all of the meatballs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.